Hello again. I literally just finished one and I got my cards and oh god. I literally just decided not to go to the gym and straight away my face was like phew. Like why? Why does this keep happening? Okay, so random dollar, hopefully not too long, quick reading because it's a lazy night for relaxation and vibes and shit instead because I just did something yesterday anyway. So this is a reverse surrender. So someone might not be honest. Someone surrendered, but it's not who you think it was. A portal. So a portal, an opportunity, a task, a change, a sudden change. So taking somewhere there's someone, somewhere they're not, or seeing something else. So I guess someone surrendered and it wasn't who you think he was that surrendered, and someone traveling a vast and a great distance all of a sudden. Okay, so we have someone's sound is missing. So someone has lost their voice in life essentially. So someone might enjoy singing and music and harmony and creation and all those shit, but this means that someone's sound or song is missing and to be wretched not. So we have a goose. Hey, out of the tea bag. Is it okay for a dog to eat a tea bag? My tea bag's dropped on the floor. So goose in reverse. Hold on. Not let him eat everything. Okay, so a goose. So you know it's a goose term, but so someone wasn't resting and they were taking it very hard. Taking something very hard in life. Maybe they were working hard. Maybe they're working hard on their voice. Someone to act on an opportunity. To commit to it. So someone took an opportunity, and by taking this opportunity, their natural spark and creation, their natural instinct, their natural energy in life was changed and reversed into something it should not be. I'll let you go when I finish this. And they lacked wisdom and insight into what was going on in this situation. Something in this situation was like a poison to them. So there was something in this situation that acted like a poison to oneself. Which platypus means something spiritual, but I'm getting in this one it means it was a hidden poison. So there was essentially like a hidden poison in something or something that's leading to this person losing their voice. And music is essential to healing. So someone is trying to stop this person from healing and growing and being the true person they should be. They're trying to stop them from having their sound, their energy, their life, their looks, their attraction, and the people they want. So I'm getting it's like a smear campaign mixed with some weird poisonous potions, but they themselves were poisoned. I don't know, it's confusing. I don't know. God, I can't stop thinking about the plot of that movie now. About Orbeez. Okay, so some kind of evil, types of evil that could have been at play here. A spiritual communion born of ignorance, and a political authority born from a malevolent behavior. A universal medicine provided false promises for someone or a situation. So universal medicine provided false promises for someone or something in a situation that wasn't what they thought. Restitution. Restitution for fines and unfair costs. So someone could have been given unfair costs or unfair fines or unfair judgments or unfair... Someone has had to pay things they shouldn't have to pay, or given unfair fines or unfair judgment, I almost said compensation, but unfair compensation maybe they'll be given, should be given compensation. Undertaking and completing missions, but someone had disregard for the rules. So someone has been doing things they're supposed to do, but they've had disregard for the rules. Someone has taken a lot of pride in their work. You see pride as a very commonly used word today. I think we could be proud, but I don't think we should have pride. You know what I mean? Because pride is supposed to be one of these quite sinful, evil, don't make my face, horrible things that happen in life. Having a lot of pride. We could be proud, we could be happy, we could love, we could care. I don't agree in putting value to something either. I think putting value to something is kind of bad too. No, you're gonna eat the tea leaves. But yeah, so someone has had a lot of pride in their work or pride in their actions. They could be proud, they could be happy, they could be content, but I don't think we should have pride in their actions, because pride is one of the big bad things. It leads to I'm better than you, and you're not as bad to me. It leads to murder, it leads to rape, it leads to perversion, it leads to lies, it leads to manipulation and whoring. Don't you eat the tea. Okay, so the sun and a reverse of Archangel Gabriel, so not Gabriel. A man holding their value and someone all tied up, and a woman holding a coin. So, a man is holding someone else's value or something else's value. They have, stop that. They have or had something tied up, or it couldn't be they're keeping someone tied up. They're like, oh, you have to do this before you go there, you have to do this before you check there, making someone not be where they should so they can slightly take this or that and commit something else. So just kind of like distracting. I don't know if it's physically tying someone up, but distracting someone to get this to do with a woman holding a coin. So a man is distracting a woman so that another woman can steal from them. Oh, I didn't realize I took this out, but the angel of love. So the angel of love could be present, and the angel of love could have been taken or stolen from as well. So someone might appear to be far too lovely to what they should be, and someone might be getting made to look worse or less than they are, but that's actually going to be quite impossible to make them look like that without love completely. And regardless of not, these beings will be seen for their true love in life, and how truly lovely they are. But these beings are going to try to turn people and manipulate and make all these beings hate them because they turn on them, because they have such love and care and compassion, and it threatens their horrid, evil, wicked ways. So we have repetitive cycles and patterns born out of confidence in one's action and self. There was an honest hope, so someone hoped for honesty, or someone was honest while they hoped. And we have someone who is in denial about something or a situation, so someone is in denial. And a lot of these questions are unanswered. Like, a lot of these videos doesn't make sense because the questions remain unanswered, but if it speaks or relates to anyone, then feel free to, I don't know if you can DM on YouTube, but feel free to do that because I haven't got any DMs or messages yet. So the High Priestess of Earth and complicated, so someone's natural energy or natural nature or natural instincts in life are quite complicated and hard to understand, is what I'm getting from that. Bro, get out of my bin. No. No. See, this one's nature is hard to understand because he's complicated. Whee! I know you're going straight back there. No. Okay, so let's see about what we can have with a story. Let's see if we can make a little story. long as, let's do a story and see if we can do this, because maybe someone in the situation is horrible and they're trying to torment something and twist something so that the right message and guidance doesn't get along, because they think they should be okay to do it that way, but it shouldn't be what it is. So this is a story about a happy union and family with some children. So it's a happy union and family with some children parting their way, earning and letting go of a negative or a bad past. So in their origin, this was someone hold a very higher position of power within an organization, industry, or grouping, and the other man or woman or partner has they're kind of like a hermit. So this person lived alone. They didn't really speak to many people. They could have been or lived somewhere else. This dog is trying to get into the trash, and I gotta put my foot in the way. Bro. Yeah. So it's at a lower position, but they might have been quite wise and insightful in that way. Okay, so we have 2 children. Maybe it's 3 children, but this one's 2, so I don't know if it's twins and if it's a set of twins and a older child or not. But we have 2 children. The other happy or unhappy. It's in reverse. So I'm getting 2 children that lacked happiness and 1 child lacked their authority. So 1 child lacked authority. Someone was led blind into a horrible situation. One of them was led blind into a horrible situation and surrounded. They felt awkward, they felt embarrassed, they felt isolated. Something very bad has happened to this woman, this girl. She felt very violated, ugly, affected, unaffected. I'm getting one of the other ones will be a sister, or the other sister sibling. This one can't sleep at night because they know what happened. So one of them might be having trouble sleeping over what's happened. So someone could be having a lot of trouble sleeping over something or what's happened in this situation. The other one looks to be asleep or passed out by a tree. So the other one is, I can't really describe that. They're kind of like at a tree, kind of tied, kind of asleep, kind of not. I don't know if they're poisoned or not, but the other one has just been resting by a tree, so they've been going out to nature, recharging, resting, sitting by themselves, quite tired. There's something about this that isn't as it looks, so I'm not sure what about the situation it is, but something about this is not as it looks. And we've got an older person, perhaps an uncle, perhaps not. Something is wrong with this one, so something is as it shouldn't be in this situation. So we've got someone who's rushing forwards and rushing and charging into this situation with a sword drawn for the 4th one or 4th card in this situation. But something is not right with this one. This person might be stronger than they should be or weaker than they should be, so something about this situation is wrong. So the person's like, I'm the uncle, I'm the strongest one, I'm this or that. But this person is bigger than they should be, or something's wrong about them. It looks like a relaxing beach. There's a palm reference, so there's 2 palm trees, but this person is charging and riding into battle, but they're not doing it with their own help, they're not doing it with their own strength, they're not doing it with their own knowledge, and they're not doing it with their own forces. This person has stolen from some other people, manipulated, pretending to be who they're not, and they're walking in with things they've stolen from another person to be able to get this done, or do this in this situation. Okay, we have someone who was happy, healthy. Someone was happy and confident with their body and healthy. They might have liked to wear what felt comfortable in life, and someone loved that about them and loved that for them. It was like they saw everything they wanted in the world, and these 2 things were on different levels or different kinds of beings, but they loved anyway, and they had a beautiful friendship and they made it together. But someone in the background was sneaky and sly. They came in with hands in pockets like, oh yeah, this or that. They played cool, they played the victim, they played innocent, but they've just come to steal from this person and take them out of the situation and steal something or remove something from this situation or this person. I don't know if this is right. I'm going to read it anyway, but I don't know if this is the right situation as it should be to get the right guidance, or if this set here is somehow wrong and it's going to lead to a worse situation because it's not the right guidance as it should be. So I don't really know, it just seems like something's wrong or different about this to what it should be, and it's going to lead to a worse situation or outcome because of a selfish woman. Okay, so someone holds power that was placed before them. This was a power given to them or a position given to them not because they knew about it, not because they wanted, or not because they held it on their own, but simply because it was given to them, because it was placed in them and given to them. They didn't earn it. They didn't have the right. They didn't know it. They didn't know what it was doing. They're supposed to sit there and learn what it's doing, but it was not theirs naturally to possess. It was something they've been given in an item or given an object or given to use. But they're acting like it's their own strength, like it's their own power, like it's their own savings, like it's their own position, like it's their own whatever the fuck they've been given and stolen that was taken from someone else and put there that is not naturally theirs. There is going to be a fire or something to do with pink as well. There's going to be an explosion. Someone's going to explode or emotionally outburst and fucking go off at these people. I'm seeing someone could get their face cut or scarred in this situation, like someone could have a cut or a scar on their face here, to do with something, because someone knew something and someone saw something. So someone's basically going to go off or explode in this situation. They're going to kick people out of where they should be, kick people out of when they're not supposed to be, and going to go off and kick people out. People are going to be no longer there. We have someone nearby sitting, letting two things flow into different streams or different cups to compare the difference. So someone's been watching and someone's been guarding, and someone's been watching the situation and things happen as it is and as it should. And when they watch these things happen as it should, they're watching these different energies, these different beings, what these different people possess as they grow them and nurture them and regain and recharge their own. They've been taking some so that they can separate them and watching as they go. So one person is pooling into their own self, but one person is multiple streams. So one person is like supporting and saving a bunch of people, one person just wants something for themselves, or whatever is being taken from these people. They're watching it and seeing the difference and seeing the truth in who has who and what is what, rather than just judging it. Okay, we have something that looks like a moon, but it's a sun. So something is not what it seems. Two different things pertaining to or disguised as being the same thing that look quite similar, apparently. This one's parading around like it's something it's not, and this one is. And we have some kind of like something in the middle making it look like what it's not, what it should be. I don't know, I can't depict it. Okay, we have someone who is a non-traditional ruler of something or a situation, held in reverse. This means someone who can, non-traditional, or who will disempower or depower someone in a position of power they should not be. We have someone is being threatening someone or trying to harm someone when they sleep or slumber. So someone is being threatened or harmed when they slumber. They actually weren't aware of this until a certain point because they actually didn't fucking know about it. Maybe these people are stupid. But what they don't understand about this person or this situation is the amount of magic that goes into that situation, and how basically at certain points this person is actually levitating over them, and they're like, it doesn't make sense when we're doing it sometimes. And this person, it looks like, because it's upside down, it looks like these swords are falling on this person, but actually this person is floating above the swords, essentially. So something might not be as it seems. Someone is getting threatened in their sleep, but they're actually quite more okay. Get out of the bin, bro. They're quite more okay than they seem. Okay, we have sorry. Okay, we have back to this. Okay, so we have something holding and grabbing something, caressing and touching something not of theirs and comparing it. They're comparing the level of energies, and they see how much more they had to put in to get that same amount as this person. So they see like I had to use almost twice as much effort to get what they got, and That's kind of sad because everyone should be equals in life, but they see the difference and they see how much easier it was for this person to do this, and this person doesn't look like they're particularly upset. Maybe they're studying and watching and trying to see how they did it, which I guess is just because they did it as themselves. This fucking dog going through the bin. Okay, we have the hangman. So we have someone who's turning a situation upside down and trying to make something look like something it is not or something it should not be. So this could be a perversion, like someone could be saying that person is sexually promiscuous when they're not. It could be saying that person is stupid, that person is horrible, trying to make everyone view what that person is as wrong or ugly or hideous or bad, when some people will take time to listen to the truth in their voice, not what they've been told to see and hear, because they know how to listen past the words of perversion. So we have the Wheel of Fortune. I've said this before, but the Wheel of Fortune in this deck of cards represents the... I've seen this on a video because I was sitting there wondering what it means when I saw a video. It represents the eagle, the lion or the cat in this situation, and the ox and the man forms, and the wheel represents the Aruchafum, I believe, with all the different eyes overlooking existence. So we have divine order and things being seen. So in like the divine order, things have been seen and known about. So things have been seen and heard and know about. So they're going to be able to pull everything together and learn everything and know everything when they look into everything. We have the reverse of judgment or the lack of judgment. So either one person in this situation is not being judged enough and others are being judged too much, or they're going to undo and reverse this judgment. Undo and reverse this judgment and make it as it shouldn't be seen. They're going to get rid of an evil motherfucker in this situation. They're going to get rid of an evil, and they're going to reunite lovers and reunite the love and spark in their life. And the Chariot in this situation, they're going to return or restore something to be as it should. So they're going to go on a journey to give something back. They're going to give something back to someone that should be theirs rightfully. This looks like a party, it looks like a dance, it looks like a game, but I'm getting people are going to take some time to do what they might have done as children and just play around a little bit and learn some things about themselves and about others that they could not see and they could no longer see and they will now see. So they're going to take some time to be a little child and have a little play around. Like, they're not necessarily going to be stick fighting or stick playing, but they're going to be like, take some time to be a little bit imaginative and remember what it was like to be a child and go back and then what it is to be now and see what the difference for the children will be. I don't know, something weird like that. We have one of these children, I don't know how soon, if it's in the next 3 or 6 months or longer, but one of these children could be planning to engage or marry someone quite soon in the next 3 to 6 months or something like that. Someone could be thinking about or planning to get engaged with someone. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So we have a woman of respect or higher up in a situation or involvement in this situation nurturing the idea. So someone is looking into or nurturing the idea. Yeah, so someone looking into or nurturing the idea, getting used to or nurturing the idea, looking into the idea essentially. Yeah, so basically someone's gonna love. Maybe there's even a child involved in this situation. Okay, so we have someone is going to be guarding things, guarding someone or something, a treasured thing, in all its beauty and delight, whether or not perfect or unique. Someone is going to be preparing and building something in preparation. We have 3 hearts slain and 3 hearts grown. We have someone who's essentially got a big piece of fruit on their head, so they're kind of fruity. This person might be a little fruity or different in the head. And we have someone has smelled something or smelled something don't smell. I'm getting in this situation, something doesn't smell right or seem right, something like, that's gross, that's foul, that's not right. Maybe the reason someone's thinking that's not right is because it's actually not right, so they're going to try to follow it back to where it should be and undo these wicked things and these wicked curses or these evil or these horror things in the situation. And return it to be what it should be. Again, these videos kind of suck because I haven't really had possibly. I've had maybe 1 or 2 or 3 good inside videos when I've had something to do for reading for someone or to do with something or someone. But yeah, it could be quite hard. It could be quite hard to do. But yeah. Maybe I guide people, maybe I don't, maybe I just meet who I do or don't. You don't need to make your ancestor proud, they already are. So, someone's ancestor, someone might even know their ancestor, they might not know their ancestor, they might not realize that they know their ancestor, but someone out there is already proud of someone for just standing up and being who they are and going on today. Yeah. Cool, cheers, peace, night, love, light, day, flowers and tumbleweed, and birds playing in the hay and flying away. Good night.